We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Heat waves, Biden doubles down on lies, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Biden was shredded on Twitter after he denied lying about not having conversations with son Hunter Biden regarding his business dealings Monday. An IRS whistleblower on the Hunter Biden probe recently told Congress that the president's son referred to his father to pressure a Chinese business partner and claimed the elder Biden was in the room while he was conducting business deals. This is the latest revelation in a years-long scandal suggesting the Bidens engaged in corrupt dealings in foreign countries. On Monday, after Biden gave remarks at the White House kicking off the next phase of the administration's Investing in America tour, Fox News White House correspondent Jacques Conrad asked the president, "Did you lie about never speaking with Hunter about his business deals?" "No," Biden replied. Video of the brief exchange went viral across Twitter as commentators slammed the president, calling him out as dishonest. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Monday broke his silence following the end of a 24-hour mutiny by Wagner Group mercenaries led by Yevgeny Prigozhin, saying the Wagner forces made the right decision to end their march toward Moscow. He added that their armed rebellion would have been suppressed anyway. Putin accused the organizers of the rebellion of betraying their country without mentioning Prigozhin by name. Prigozhin also made his first remarks since he withdrew from a city his forces occupied on the highway to the Russian capital, saying in an audio message released on the Telegram messaging app that his soldiers were protesting in order to sign a contract with the Russian military, not to overthrow the government of the country. Governor Ron DeSantis, a candidate for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination, unveiled a hardline set of proposed immigration policies, part of a broad effort to appeal to conservative supporters of the GOP frontrunner, former President Donald Trump. DeSantis proposed ending birthright citizenship and possibly allowing the use of deadly force against suspected drug traffickers and others breaking through border barriers with hostile intent. If you drop a couple of these cartel operatives, you're not going to have to worry about that anymore, DeSantis said during a campaign event in Eagle Pass, a Texas border town. A Texas community college fired one of its biology professors for teaching his students that sex was determined by X and Y chromosomes, according to a new report. First Liberty Institute, a law firm that defends religious liberty for Americans, sent a letter to St. Philip's College in San Antonio on behalf of the professor, Dr. Johnson Varkey, demanding the institution reinstate him after he was fired in January 2023. When teaching the human reproductive system, Dr. Varkey also stated that human sex is determined by chromosomes X and Y, and that reproduction must occur between a male and a female to continue the human species, First Liberty stated in its letter. In the course of teaching human anatomy and physiology, he made these statements in every class for 20 years without any incident or complaint. On November 28, 2022, 4 of Varkey's students walked out on his class when he stated that sex was determined by X and Y chromosomes, just as he had dozens of times before. Texas electricity demand is surging this week as the state struggles through record heat. Power costs for peak hours surged to nearly 50 times the normal level in recent days, according to the Electric Reliability Council of Texas. A 14-year-old boy from Florida collapsed on a trail in Big Bend National Park and died Friday when temperatures there reached 119 degrees Fahrenheit. The teen's stepfather was killed when he crashed his car rushing for help. The heat wave is expected to worsen across other southern states through this week, with forecasters warning of possible record high temperatures Wednesday through Friday from Texas to Missouri to Florida. KPMG, one of the big four accounting firms, announced Monday it plans to lay off 5% of its roughly 39,000 U.S. employees. The company said the decision came after it was hit with economic headwinds coupled with historically low attrition. KPMG was the first Big Four firm to reduce its U.S. headcount when it cut about 2% of its U.S. jobs in February. The jobs in the latest layoffs will be cut over the rest of the 2023 financial year. We do not take this decision lightly, KPMG told Reuters in an emailed statement. However, we believe it is in the best long-term interest of our firm and will position us for continued success into the future. Ernst & Young said in April it would cut 5% of its U.S. jobs, and Deloitte also plans cuts. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.